there, how's it going? My name is Amanda Sobey, and you may recognize me from some videos of my demonstrations on how to use a compression pump, as well as I shared a helpful recipe for lemon ginger detox tea. So for anybody who's getting to know me for the first time, I am Amanda and I have secondary lymphedema in my right leg. I've had lymphedema for 17 years, so I have definitely had my fair share of dealing with this condition. Today I wanted to talk about some reviews on some compression garments, but first I wanted to actually show you how I put my compression stockings on. You will need, optional, some gloves and garments. Sometimes there is a toe fitter where you can put a special little garment on your toes that help you slide and don the stocking a lot easier. However, I don't use one of those. What I do is I basically fold this stocking in half. I reach all the way down to the heel. As you notice, this is my little teeny tiny baby finger. So I put it all the way in the heel, just so I have a reference point. This is really important for me. And I'm going to pull the stocking about halfway. So my hand is obviously in the stocking. I'm going to grab my fingers and I'm going to pinch where my baby finger was, because now I know where the heel is. With that being said, I'm going to place my thumbs inside the garment on either side of that heel, rolling down that fabric to open up the garment. I'm going to sneak my toes in and kind of wiggle them through, not pulling too hard, but hard enough that you can get it on. You'll sort of feel when your heel gets into the proper position. Now, about a third of the way down from that, you're going to grab the fabric and pull that just slightly over the knee. And then you're going to take the rest of the fabric and you're going to shimmy it up and put it in the right spot. Most people want you to wear gloves while doing that because you can snag your garments. I always keep my fingernails really short. I find that using the gloves really doesn't help me too much, and because I've been doing it for so long, I do it without. But I do use my gloves to help position the garment into place. So making sure that the heel is in the heel spot, running your hands along, making sure that there's no bunching, helping that garment have equal tension throughout the entire limb. And that is how I put on my stocking. So, ta-da! To go on further with this demonstration, I'm going to talk about this specific garment today, and it is a Mediven product. This is the comfort style. For anybody that wants to research, you can go on the website at www.mediusa.com. So M as in mother, E as in Edward, D as in dog, I as in igloo, U as in United, S as in States, and A as in America.com. Sorry, I just realized how silly that was. But this is the Mediven Comfort Series. So you can go on their website and basically find out all the quick little tips and information about this. But just so a recap for you guys today, this compression garment comes in class size 1 through 7. I wear a class 2. You will find the sizing chart on the Medi website, so please do refer to that to see if your measurements fall in line with this product. There are 3 different compression levels: 15 to 20 mmHGs, 20 to 30 mmHGs, and 30 to 40 mmHGs. I'm in the 30 to 40. That is what I find fits me best and is most helpful for my condition. You would know your body best, same with your fitters, so make sure you take their advice in finding the right compression for you. As I've mentioned before, too much compression is very damaging. Not enough compression is completely ineffective. So we're always trying to find that sweet spot when you're getting on a garment. And I think that that's where most of the challenge happens when trying on garments. So many people say that I can't get them on, or they're too tight, or they don't work for me. And I will advocate and let you know that it's probably not the right size, not the right style, and not the right compression. All those factors really, really affect the overall fit of the garment. The nice thing about this specific compression garment is that there's 6 different colors that you can choose from. There's wheat, sandstone, natural, chocolate, navy, and ebony. I chose the ebony color. I like my basic colors of black and beige, but I am starting to venture out and try different colors just because why not? Life is more than just black, white, and beige, right? At least that's what I've been told. Moving on forward, I would find that this style of garment would be more so used for an everyday kind of a wear. So going to the gym, running around errands. If I wear these under my jeans or under my daily pants, depending on if I'm in business attire or whatnot, this is a very durable, high-grade compression. It does not snag easily, which I really enjoy, so I can go and I can do things and not feel like I'm wearing pantyhose and they're gonna be ripping all the time. Because these are my everyday stockings, I choose open-toed for the plain and simple reason is that I'm very prone to athlete's foot. Ever since I started wearing garments, they used to be closed-toed, and my toes would always get very musty, very moist, and I would have a lot of complications with athlete's foot. So I switched to an open-toed, and I try to keep my toes as open to oxygen as possible, whether that be wearing sandals, open-toed shoes, just to allow for more airflow to come through so that I'm not suffering and not creating more problems. Because as you know, with lymphedema, if we have sores or if we have any sort of lesions on our extremities, it's more damaging than helpful, obviously. So the other thing that I want to talk about is the top band. This style only comes with one style of the top band, and it's lace, and it's actually very pretty. I know the men are going to love this. And it comes with this diamond pattern formation for this silicone. As you can see, sorry. I do find that the way how the silicone is applied on the fabric will affect whether or not the garment rolls and bunches down. The best thing that I can say, that what I have found personally is that either in this diamond pattern formation or a lot of coverage of silicone will be your best bet at avoiding the rolling and the rippling. As well as to really check the sizing chart, because if this measurement, if you are too small in the thigh and you don't fit the ready-made sizing, it's not going to stay up. If your thigh is too large for the ready-made stocking, it's probably going to bunch and roll. So it's very important to work with your fitter at ensuring that your measurements will fit these ready-made garments. I know compression garments, they always say that that's the way to go, but they are very expensive. I try to always buy ready-made because it's very, it's a little bit easier on the budget, obviously, and if I can find ready-made garments that fit me pretty adequately, then obviously I'm able to take care of my condition a lot better than always getting compression garments all the time. I also wanted to talk to you about bunching behind the knees. There's been so many people who tell me that, oh my gosh, I'm getting heat blisters, I hate these things, they're horrible. My best tip that I can offer you is that these style of compression garments, they come in a standard length and in a petite length. I am a little bit of a taller woman, or I guess I'm about average, above average, I'm not too sure. But what I've heard from my compression fitter is that we ordered me a petite. Getting a petite length actually prevented all the heat blisters behind my knee. A shorter length minimized the bunching and the gathering of the fabric. So I think that would be a really great tip for anybody who did have those issues. Again, try a petite. You know, just because on the sizing chart you might be able to fit a standard length, but if you're finding that your standard length, you're getting all these heat blisters all the time, please go and try a petite and see if that would fix the problem for you. So I hope that tip does work, because I know how painful it can be. What else do I want to talk about? I've had no problem putting them on. I don't know if it's just because I've been doing these for a really long time and because I have a certain system that works based on pulling the garment half over on itself, widening it with my hands to shove my toes in, and then chunking up the garment a third at a time, and then using the gloves to place the garment adequately across my leg. That's the best way that I found to put on a garment. So with this type of product, I didn't have any complications at all. Obviously, if you're a little bit more mobile or if you're not as flexible, you're going to have complications. So either asking somebody to help you or getting a doning advice might be a solution for you. But it is very important to try to incorporate compression garments in your daily lifestyle. It really helps to maintain the swelling for your lymphedema. So please do try. The other things that I kind of wanted to bring up was the return policy for these products. If you have any complications at all, please go to the vendor where you purchased them from. The vendor works very close with Medi, and they want to ensure that they are getting it right. Like I said, if the compression's too tight, it's going to be damaging. If it's not enough, it's not going to be effective. If they're too long, they're going to cause problems. If they're bunching or if they're rolling or if they're just the wrong fit, really work with your vendor. Ensure you keep your communication lines open, because that is going to be probably the best thing you could do to get your health back up on track. And if you understand what a good garment fits like versus a bad garment, you're going to feel a lot more confident in your daily lifestyle to go and do certain things. So if you understand that when you put on a garment and it should fit like a glove, it really should fit like a glove. It should not be painful. It should not be rolling down. It should not be bunching behind the knees. If you are experiencing those problems and complications, look at the style of the garment. Look at the sizing chart. Look at the different options for the silicone band at the top. Does it come in a different pattern? You know, can you put it with silicone or without silicone? There's a lot of different options that these companies are offering us as the end user to help us maintain and mitigate this swelling. So it's very important to understand the things that we're looking at, what we need to know, so that you can go out there and just live a normal life as best as we possibly can. It has been a struggle, and I hope that this video has helped you in some way, shape, or form, because I know when I was doing this when I was 21, there was no information and there really wasn't very much support with regards to wearing these garments. It's not the end of our lives. I know it's devastating. It's worse than going and trying to find a pair of jeans that don't fit you. But really, when you do find something that does work for you, it is all the difference in the world, and it just helps make you feel so much better. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please chime in below. Leave a comment. I would love to know your feedback. I would love to know if I've addressed some of your concerns, of the some of the questions that you may have. This is not going to be my only compression blog that I'm going to do. I'm going to sample on many different styles, many different varieties. So please just keep in touch with me. Write everything down below on the comment section, and feel free to like and share this post, and hopefully we can get you some really great compression stockings. If not for you, then somebody else who needs them. And I just really appreciate your time, and thank you so much for chiming in. You have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you again. Thanks so much. Bye.